Bregawn being led round by his lad as the starter calls them in. Bregawn 130 favourite from 3-1, and they're off and coming to the first of the 22 fences. Bregawn has jumped off very well indeed, and it's Wiggy leading him in fact to the first fence. Wiggy from Bregawn, $50 more on Captain John and Ashley House on the inside, then Midnight Love and Richdee as they come towards the second and going a good clip too. Wiggy from Bregawn. Then $50 more behind them, Captain John and Ashley House and Midnight Love and Richdee. And then Silverbuck and Brown Chamberlain, Wayward Lad and Coombs Ditch just the back marker. And they're really going a strong pace in this 56th running of the Gold Cup. And as they run down towards the next, it's Wiggy in the lead. From Bregawn, Ashley House on the inside of Captain John with $50 more on the outer, just in behind there, Midnight Love, Richdee, Brown Chamberlain, Silverbuck, Wayward Lad and Coombs Ditch as the leader comes to the third. Wiggy lands in the lead from Bregawn and $50 more, and Ashley House on the inside, then Captain John and Midnight Love and Silverbuck and Brown Chamberlain and Richdee and Wayward Lad and Coombs Ditch. Over the water now, Wiggy lands in the lead from Bregawn. In third place, $50 more. Brown Chamberlain dropped his hind legs in the water there, coming to the first of the ditches. Wiggy on the inside of Bregawn, $50 more. Third, 4 Ashley House. 5 and 6 are Midnight Love and Captain John. Then Silverbuck and Richdee and Wayward Lad as they come to the sixth. Over the sixth, Wiggy from Bregawn now from Wiggy and Ashley House, and then $50 more as they race towards another ditch. Number 7 this is. Bregawn in the lead from Wiggy Ashley House, a little gap there to $50 more as they come to this ditch. Bregawn lands in the lead from Wiggy Ashley House in third, $50 more. Then Midnight Love, behind Midnight Love is Silverbuck, and then Captain John and Richdee, and then Wayward Lad, and then Coombs Ditch, and finally Brown Chamberlain at the top of the hill, and Bregawn lands in the lead from Wiggy and then Ashley House, and then $50 more. Then Midnight Love and Captain John, and on the outside of Captain John is Silverbuck, and then comes Wayward Lad and Richdee and Coombs Ditch, and Brown Chamberlain getting a reminder there. He's in last place at the moment. They're running to the first fence downhill. Number 9 of the 22 in all, and Bregawn clear of his field at the moment from Wiggy Ashley House, $50 more, Midnight Love and Silverbuck and Captain John and Richdee, and then Wayward Lad, Coombs Ditch and Brown Chamberlain. Still Bregawn clear of Wiggy Ashley House, $50 more, Midnight Love and Silverbuck as they jump the 10th and all safely over it. So racing now towards the fence that will be the second last on the next circuit. Bregawn, the favourite, is clear of Wiggy with Bregawn's stable companion, or one of his stable companions, Ashley House in third. Ashley House laid by the sponsors the tote to lose 12,000 this morning in a bet. Over number 11, Bregawn lands in the lead from Wiggy Ashley House, $50 more, Midnight Love, Silverbuck, Captain John, Richdee, Wayward Lad, Coombs Ditch and Brown Chamberlain. Over number 12, Bregawn lands clear of Wiggy Ashley House, $50 more, Silverbuck getting a bit closer, Midnight Love, Captain John, Richdee, Wayward Lad, Coombs Ditch, and finally Brown Chamberlain, a long way behind him, Brown Chamberlain. So another complete circuit in the Cheltenham Gold Cup, and it's Bregawn leading now from his stable companion. Ashley House has gone second. Then comes Silverbuck, another stable companion, moving into third on the outside of $50 more. Then comes Captain John. Behind Captain John is Wiggy then Richdee, Wayward Lad, Midnight Love and Coombs Ditch over the 13th. Bregawn from Ashley House. Then comes Silverbuck. Then $50 more. Behind $50 more is Captain John. Then Coombs Ditch getting a bit closer as they run down to the water. Over it, Bregawn lands in the lead from Ashley House. Silverbuck is next. Then comes Captain John, then $50 more. Brown Chamberlain's been pulled up. This is the second last ditch now. And it's Bregawn in the lead from Ashley House in second. Silverbuck is third. Wiggy has been pulled up. They're coming to another plain one, the 16th. Bregawn lands in the lead from Ashley House, who makes a bad mistake there but gets away with it. In third place is Silverbuck. 4 is Wayward Lad. It's a Dickinson 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. This is the final ditch. Coombs Ditch is making progress. At the final ditch, Bregawn is clear, 6 from home of Silverbuck, last year's winner. Ashley House jumps it 3rd. In 4th place is Wayward Lad. 5th is Captain John, and 6th is Coombs Ditch as they come to the top of the hill, the 18th fence. Bregawn is clear of Silverbuck 2nd. Then comes Wayward Lad, jumping it in 3rd. In 4th is Ashley House. 5th now making progress is Captain John. 6th is Coombs Ditch. And Bregawn is really stretching them now as they run down the hill. Bregawn, the Michael Dickinson chain favourite, coming to the 4th last fence. Bregawn at the top of the hill, jumps it clear in the lead from Silverbuck, last year's winner. Wayward Lad, Captain John. Behind Captain John is Ashley House, who's weakening. And they're coming down now to the 3rd last fence in the Gold Cup, and as they do so, it's Bregawn being chased by his stable companions, Silverbuck, Captain John and Wayward Lad. Bregawn from Silverbuck and Captain John, a bad mistake. Wayward Lad's improving. They're coming round the home turn now with 2 fences left to jump in the Gold Cup, and it's a Michael Dickinson quartet at the moment, with Bregawn the leader. From Wayward Lad, John Joe O'Neill moving into 2nd. Silverbuck is 3rd. David Goulding is 4th on Captain John. Then comes Ashley House and Coombs Ditch as they come to the 2nd last. Bregawn in the lead from Wayward Lad, Silverbuck and Captain John. And that's how they jump it. Coming to the final fence now, it's going to be an unprecedented Michael Dickinson quartet if they all jump the last fence. Bregawn is in the lead from Captain John, challenging on the near side. Bregawn lands over it, Captain John 2nd, then Wayward Lad racing into the closing stages. And it's Bregawn being challenged by Wayward Lad, Captain John on the near side. Bregawn being pressed now by Captain John. Bregawn striding up to the line to win it. Bregawn wins the Gold Cup. 2nd is Captain John and 3rd is Wayward Lad. And 4th is going to be Silverbuck. An amazing 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Michael Dickinson quartet. And he's going to achieve the 5th because Ashley House runs on to be 5th. Richdee is 6th. Midnight Love is 7th. 8th is Coombs Ditch. And so an amazing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, history is made at the 1983 Cheltenham National Hunt Festival. The winner of the 56th running of the Tote Cheltenham Gold Cup is number 2, Bregawn, owned by Mr. J. Keneally, trained by Michael Dickinson, ridden by Graham Bradley. 2nd is number 4, Captain John, owned by Mr. F. Emami and Miss P. Montemidi, trained by Michael Dickinson and ridden by David Goulding. 3rd was number 11, Wayward Lad, owned by Mrs. S.N. Thulis, trained by Michael Dickinson and ridden by John Joe O'Neill. And 4th is number 10, Silverbuck, owned by Mrs. Christine Feather, trained by Michael Dickinson and ridden by Robert Earnshaw. And 5th, let me tell you, number 1, Ashley House, owned by Mr. Joe McLaughlin, trained by Michael Dickinson and ridden by Mr. Dermot Brown. What an amazing climax to the 1983 Gold Cup. Here is the winner, Bregawn, number 109 of the season for his young trainer, Michael Dickinson, and number 23 for his rider, Graham Bradley, who now goes to the top of the Ritz Club Charity Trophy as the only rider to have ridden a previous winner at the meeting. Here's how he made every yard of the running, just about, to win it, as we review it with Richard Pinner.
Well, what an amazing performance. This horse has made every yard of the running. It was a tremendously fast pace, and he had stretched from the start. We were worried that, in fact, that he may not jump off. Well, he did just the opposite. He jumped off in front. Graham Bradley just giving him a reminder, and he is being drowned now by his 3 stable companions coming from behind. What a popular win it would have been for David Goulding on the outside there on Captain John. Popular for any of these riders to win it. 2 out now. Bregawn just a little close there, but nothing too dangerous. Meanwhile, looming up on the inside is John Joe O'Neill and Wayward Lad, and Silverbuck, last year's winner, who looked so well in the paddock, just beginning to weaken. He certainly, probably wasn't top hole today, but there we are, 4 in a line there, almost, for Michael Dickinson as they go to the last fence. And Captain John is only a head behind the leader there, but he comes across right-handed towards the rail, and would you believe that Bregawn, having made all the running, then pulls out even more. Brad pulled his stick through from his right to his left hand, but he knows where he's going now. John Joe O'Neill has no answer on Wayward Lad, and Captain John has given his all. But to make all, to be caught and then go away, this is some feat. And for the fifth horse, Ashley House, to be Michael Dickinson's also, it's just something different. Bregawn the winner, 100 to 30 favourite.
Yes, as you say, Richard, this is really something different. Most amazing outcome. And of course, quite a lot of money won on anti-post wagers by punters who took odds about Michael saddling the first three. 5 lengths and a length and a half, the official distances. A result that Michael Dickinson could surely not conceivably have dreamed of. Proved absolutely correct in his assessment of last year's winner Silverbuck, but he wasn't spot on, the 82 winner and the third in 81. Graham Bradley, after his greatest triumph. The young man who broke the ice for the stable at the meeting, he won on Saban du Loir.